Good morning, good morning. My goodness, this green. So, it's like I don't soak in for nothing in the world. Anyhow, good morning, everybody. Is that wholesome hippie cream? Wholesome hippie. You guys seen her, the Gen X chick? I'm not quite sure what her name is. The Gen X chick. Does anybody know, the purple hair? Not me. She's kind of crass. I like her. But she was talking about the wholesome hippie magnesium cream, blah, blah, blah. So I have it. Good morning, everybody. So we had a very interesting weekend. We had not Apple Butter Festival. Different town, not us. Not us. We had the Lilac Festival in Defiance this weekend, so we were incredibly busy. And Sam and I planned to get on all the time. We're like, let's get on, and it never happens. So here we are. But it would be nice if spring brings all the activities, like all the things you have to do outside to get everything ready for like living. So I'm looking at that. We're getting the camper. We have a Silverstream camper. It looks like an Airstream, ready to go to the lake. We have a boat that we put in the Lake Erie, so we can go fishing because we do like to have, we like fish. Anyhow, Grand Rising. Good morning. Good morning. I went off coffee for 2 days, and I'm not struggling with it. It's part of my routine, especially if I get online. I want my cup of coffee here, but here we are. Third day cup of coffee. It's all right. It's a weak cup of coffee anyways. So how's everybody this morning? How is everybody? Everybody having a good week? Everybody have a great weekend? I hope everybody had a wonderful Mother's Day. Mother's Day, some of us, our mothers have moved on. And some of us have a hard time shopping for a Mother's Day card because they're all oochie coochie, and my mom is not. So it's an interesting holiday. All right, so let's talk about what we're going to talk about. Is there something in particular that is on your mind? Like, what do we want to talk about today? Andrew Russell, hi, how are you? It's a beautiful day outside. The spring has been a little bit slow coming. It was wonderful Mother's Day. Sam and I ran around doing some different things, so it was a wonderful Mother's Day. Yeah, we'll go there. That's what we're saying. It was a wonderful Mother's Day. We also got some news yesterday that we knew about, but anyways, to hear it out loud is rough. Anyhow, moving on. Here we go. Good day. Good day. So, last week I had some crystals sitting here that I put on sale, right? I put some crystals on sale. And did I undo that sale? I need to see that. I need to see this. Before I do this, I need to do this. Look at this, because I set up a sale. Oh, I set up a sale and I need to change the dates on it until, what is today? Today's the 12th. Do it till the 13th. Okay. Save it. All right. I have refreshed the sale on these. Now, it's because I wasn't prepared. Like, I like to prepare for things. I'm a little bit of a nitpicker when it comes to that, so I like to prepare for things. But I have 3 pieces of crystals in front of me, and I will re-show them. And I was not prepared last time because I was afraid I was going to get banned on the internet. Whatever, it happens. But I do have them. I have Chrysocolla and Malachite. I have the Dream Amethyst Skull in front of me and the Dream Amethyst Tower. It's the only things I'm going to show today. I will give the link in a minute for each of them as I show them, and they are a shortened, tiny URL so that people can access them quickly, and they will be displayed on the screen, not in the messages, so everybody gets them. Okay. All right. So let's have a card to start the day. Happy full moon. It is. In the newsletter, I did a article on the full flower moon that we have happening tonight. It'll be visible tonight as a full moon, and tomorrow night mostly as a full moon as well. Hi, Audrey. Good morning, Penny. Good morning, Mish. Okay, what is our card for the day? Make sure we're staying out of other people's shit. This is a good one, right? This is about drama, staying out of the drama, being neutral. And you know what's really funny? Out of this whole card, the thing I see is this right here. This is right in the middle, and I think it's a little tree. Nope, it's part of the back of their outfits. But it is about creation, staying out of the middle of other people's stuff so we can bring things forward for ourselves. And this is an interesting deck. It absolutely is. And of course, the Anunnaki. We all know about the Anunnaki, right? Meddling. Those meddling kids. Anunnaki. Anyhow, it's easy to get embroiled in other people's crap. Especially when they're a friend or they're a family member and they come up and they're like, let me tell you my story. And that's what a lot of us don't realize, is that we all have a story, right? We all have a story. We can stay in the middle of things if we choose to, or we can be an observer and say, you know what, that is not mine. I don't need that in my life. That I can see where that's going. Like when somebody brings you their story and they want to tell you all their drama, it is one of those moments you make the decision. Do I want to stay the course that I'm on, follow the things that I'm talking about for my own particular life, or do I want to get involved in their bullshit because, boy, that sounds interesting? And nowadays with the internet, we are always trying to, we live on the edge of that adrenaline. You know, that's part of the internet. We live on the edge of what's next. What's next? How can I embroil myself in what's next? It's why we get up and we check our feed. It's why we get stuck in the video loop. What's next? Good morning, Jenny A. Who does this? Who gets on the internet and all of a sudden 2 hours later you come up for air and you're like, your mood is totally different than when you went on. And hopefully it's for the better. Hopefully you're watching uplifting things. But a lot of times trolls and all those things pop up, and here we are all of a sudden pissy, stepping off into our day the way we didn't start it. And how many people pick up their phone and look at it before they even get off the bed? Or the first thing you do is go to the bathroom and take your phone with you, right? Yes, not my circus, not my monkeys. Being a hairdresser, I quickly learned to listen and go and let go straight away. Susie, absolutely. Because I did nails, I'm still a nail technician. I love to do nails. I really, really do. But very hard on the body, as is being a hairdresser. Very hard on the body. But you have to learn to bring things in and let it go. Now, before, I didn't start doing this till I was 38. So I'd already been doing nails for 17 years. So I started doing nails right out of high school before I started doing this. And I had let our business go because I'd already opened a business and had sold it by then. So I didn't have this. Thank goodness I didn't have this intuitive skill. Probably I did, but I didn't use it at that time. Thank God. Because where we live was a hotbed of activity and so much gossip, you guys. Like, we lived in Farmville, Virginia. It's a legit place. We lived there, and Heather Johns knows it's a hotbed of activity. There's so much drama in Farmville, Virginia. Anyhow, but yeah, you have to learn to allow things in and let them go. It needs to be part of your energetic patterns. We take shit on, and then people wonder. Penny says, if I get on and I see all the negativity, I'm off. I don't get on first thing in the morning. Good for you. You know, I've been learning that our cortisol levels are associated to our online presence. Did you guys know that? And cortisol is the thing that makes us hurt like hell, makes us not move as much because we hurt, right? But so does coffee, which is why I was trying to do without the coffee. but it spikes our cortisol and then it causes muscle aches. Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. But good morning. Look at all the things we learn here. But staying out of the middle of other people's bullshit is another way to keep ourselves moving and healthy. So learn how to let go of other people's shit because it does not serve you. And it's so easy, especially when it's somebody that we love. When they come to us and they're like, guess what so and so did? And old me would have been like, let's get him. And now I'm like, you're so right about Farmville, and same here in my little town in Virginia. Oh, we've talked about this, Jenny. Where are you in Virginia? Farmville is a hotbed of activity. I love Farmville, though. I really, really do. It's one of the places Sam and I would consider moving back to. I loved it. It's probably because of where we were in our life at that time. We were growing. Yes, I'm slowing down on coffee to now I'm going hot tea. No, so this is the thing too. We have some tea in the store. Gretna. Yeah, Gretna, that's right. We have some tea in the store that is supposed to, be really good for us and stuff like that. So we're going to start moving over to doing some tea. So if you guys didn't know that, you did have a small earthquake. Isn't that terrifying? Isn't that terrifying? Who's lived through an earthquake before? Like, a lot of people have, right? Because a lot of people live out west. But for us out in Virginia, we had one when we were there, and it sounded like a freight train. It scared the crap out of me. Our house was shaking. It was crazy. You guys do okay? You didn't have any damage? But we do have, I'm sorry, we do have, you're second in Virginia, herbal teas and bulk herbs in the store. So I'm moving over, my friend Shannon's moving over to using teas rather than coffee. Yes, it was around 2011. It was a big one. It was it originated in Burkeville, which was only like 6 miles away from our house. Yes, it was right around 2011. It was. Oh, wait a minute. No, 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 no. I'm sorry. This one was probably closer to, I lived here in 2011. Oh, I don't know. 98? 98. Yeah. Small town syndrome. I thought I was the only one get it in a small town. No, Andrew. Let me tell you what. I heard things. Doing nails. You sit with a woman for an hour and do their nails. I'll tell you anything. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah, they're terrifying. They're terrifying. How people live out in California, I don't know. But it sounded like a freight train, and I was home alone, and I was like, "What the hell's happening?" Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on away from natural disasters because my guides do like to predict earthquakes. So we'll move on. It's the one thing that the like earthquakes, sinus infections, trip and falls. They're really, really great at those. So I just kind of. I love Virginia, Jenny. I do. I'm not against a trip, girl, okay? I'm not against a trip. We were in Lynchburg all the time with our kids. Moving on. With Lynchburg because they had the Dollar Theater and our kids would go watch movies and we'd spend the whole day there. It was fantastic. It was great. Okay, moving on. All right, can I get a whoop whoop in the room, you guys? Can you get a witness? Learning how to balance things, you guys. I'm not saying you have to let go of all of everything that creates a little bit of up and down and drama and all that, but we do need to know how to temperance it. We do need to know how to 30 minutes. Yeah. We need to know how to. Oops, I froze. I hope it wasn't one of those ugly freezes, Penny, like that, Greta. Okay. If you could share to your feed, to a friend, invite a friend, to a group, whatever, I would appreciate it. Whoop whoop from Ireland. Good morning, Audrey. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Beth Fry, how are you this morning? Let's see. Who am I pulling for this morning? We're going to go with Audrey. Good morning, Audrey. McClogan? McColgan. Let's do Savannah again. Amber, I'm never against it. How are you, Amber? I know you've had a lot of things going on. I watch, and not to sound stalkery, but I watch. Every once in a while I comment, but I watch. I'm so sorry. Audrey, I'm not against Savannah, but next year we're doing as a group, and a group is anybody that is on here that wants to go with us, because we're a hell of a lot of fun. We try to gather so that we have these physical connections as much as we do an internet connection. Next year we're doing New Orleans. This year we're doing Sedona. This year we're doing Sedona, and we have a couple spots left in Sedona. Oh yeah. So we have a couple of spots left in Sedona that you can stay in the Airbnb with us. But we also have our Egyptologist Angela Maynard's going, and she's going to take us to some of the petroglyphs. We're going to hit the vortexes. Grand Canyon is not too far away. Whoa. And hey, Jansen. So we're going to do a lot of good stuff. This is for Audrey. Audrey, do not let somebody else take away or diminish what you feel like you've accomplished. Don't let people foo-foo on what you have done. They're like, you've worked really, really hard to build some of the things that you're still working on, right? Works in progress. I'm making sure it's not a hawk or a baby eagle out there. Because although the peacocks are loud, I do like them in the yard. So don't let anybody, and this includes you. Don't give yourself a hard time on things that you're working on. Make sure you're paying attention to good morning, Sats girl. Make sure you're paying attention to the things that you've accomplished and be like, I did that. Take credit for things that you're doing, Audrey. Take credit for it. There's nothing wrong with that. And this is a thing. It doesn't matter if it's spiritual or if it's in life, right? We're told don't brag. Don't brag. Don't brag about yourself, right? Guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying, I achieved this. I did this. I did that. It's okay. It's giving yourself your Reiki and confidence. This is great. This is a great subject right here, right? It's a great subject. Give yourself the attaboy. I did it. I'm working on it. The wonderful thing about Reiki, Audrey, and you know this, is that you do not have to, it's going to work regardless. You set the intent, it's going to work. That's it. Boom. Mic drop. Done. You're never late, the wild ones. We're always divinely timed, right? So, Audrey, just your confidence level, and this is what I love about Reiki, and I'm going to talk about this one really quickly because I find this to be one of the most important things that help you realize what your psychic skills are. And I know we're talking about Reiki, but I believe that Reiki helps people that are learning and trying to figure out what their intuitive gifts are by bringing in the validation. It was my pathway in. Confidence is key. Heather's totally right. And I will talk about this all day long if given the chance. Confidence is key to your intuitive work, whether it's energy healing, psychic work, mediumship, whatever. And people are like, well, I don't have any psychic skills. Everybody on the face of the planet does. We have to. It's ingrained in our meat suit. Okay? It's ingrained in our meat suit. That's how humans have survived. The difference is between an intuitive and a muggle is understanding that they are able to do it and have the confidence to throw information out there so that you get validation. So the left side of your brain says, oh my God, this is real. That's it. I swear. But a lot of people are afraid to throw the information out there because they're afraid they're going to be. Does anybody know the answer? What are people afraid they're going to be? What state is Arizona in? I can't spell it, so I know I saw the name. Sedona, Sedona. It's in Arizona. In Arizona amongst the red rocks. It's so beautiful. What is the thing people are afraid they're going to be? Everybody knows this. Good morning, Tammy. Ridiculed. That's a great answer. Ridiculed's a great answer. It's not the one I'm looking for, but it's a great answer because it's true as well, right? It's true as well. Judged? Wrong. People are afraid they're going to be wrong. And then someone's going to look at them like they're a fake. And then they start to feel like they're fake. And then they feel judged, right? So a lot of people discredited. A lot of people won't even throw themselves out there to have this be a thing, like step into their intuition, because they're afraid of being wrong or being judged. The only person that can judge you is you. And we are just conduits. If you're worried about being wrong, you're worried that the information is coming from you. When you really step into this, you realize we're just conduits. We're mouthpieces. That's it. That's it. We pass across the information. And when you really get into this, you start working on it, and all of a sudden words start coming out of your mouth, and you're like, what the hell? I would have never said that, but that's how we can connect these pieces, right? So when you start to realize that this is all spirit, these cards are tools. They're just tools. I don't read the book. Occasionally I'll read a card, but that's because I'll feel like I need to give the exact words for that card. I read these intuitively because they're just tools. That's it. Even somebody that says, I just do Oracle or I just do Tarot, they're reading intuitively. Trust yourself. Give yourself the validation of having somebody say, wow, you're right. And what that does is it creates a chemical change in the brain that's to the left side of the brain, that is the analytical side, that says, I need that validation. And it gives permission to the right side of the brain, the creative side, and says, good for you. Oh, Lisa's on a soapbox. Good morning, Diana. Okay, wait, Jenny A. Can Reiki be done remotely, or do you have to be in person? Great question, Jenny. So, who has watched The Secret? And who believes in manifesting? Who believes in we should do an online Reiki, a Reiki circle. Who believes in manifesting? Because, and this is once again, I love science because it is always trying to catch up with what we know, okay? What we feel and what we know. It's the same. It's the same. When you put this out to the universe, like come back, like comes back. Right? When you said it's energy, that's it. When it's energy, a thought is an energy form. So say I have a piece of paper, which by the way, as it happens, I do. And I write, let's see, penny moose on here. And I write penny moose. Okay. Intuitively, I would like to send energy healing to right below Penny's knees. I'm not quite sure why, but they're like right below Penny's knees. I don't know if she has some ligament issues going on or something like that. And she may not yet. That's fine. Or she may not ever, right? But I want to send energy right below Penny's knees. So I'm going to write down here. I don't do a whole lot of energy healing anymore. I do in store, and I do online as well. But anyways, like this, I don't do it. The other thing I want to do is I want to send it to, like I feel like maybe a back of the neck kind of, I get a neck ear thing here, so I want to send it there. and I want to work on her stress between her ears, between her shoulder blades. And I also get like a shoulder issue, but I'm not sure. I just get that. So these are the things, even though she may not experience in them, I want to send it there. Okay. So I'm going to bring my energy right here. And I'm going to focus on Penny. It's all right with you, Penny? And the wonderful thing about Reiki is if I'm wrong about any of these things, it doesn't matter. Oh my gosh, Diana, I'm so sorry. It doesn't matter because Reiki is going to go exactly where it needs to go. Energy is infinite. It knows exactly where it needs to go. So she's across the country. She's wherever she is according to where we're at. It doesn't matter. Did I get it, Penny? Did I get it? She says bingo. But it doesn't matter. My husband's hands can locate pain or problems just by running his hands over people without touching them. And that is using that is him using his chakras to detect energy. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is how the membership started. It really is. Unfortunately, we don't have the membership anymore. Fortunately, unfortunately, however you want to look at it. But we can start our own healing circle. Absolutely. We absolutely can do it. If you guys go to Psychics, Mediums, and Starseeds, it's a Facebook group. Absolutely. I always say for the greater good of the one sending is so powerful. Yeah. I just put your heart there. I need to meditate. You don't even know the chakras. That's awesome. I just suddenly get the feeling I need to meditate. I don't meditate all the time, by the way. You're not on Facebook. You're on YouTube. See, I can't see that here. That's okay, Susie. Maybe we need to set up I need a coordinator. give me a moderator and I can make shit happen. Right now I have so many projects on my plate that I would need a moderator. But I'm redoing a camper and working on my laser and cleaning the garage and the bedroom. All those things. Keeping the yard done. Working on. Lisa, did I say sometimes being empathic sucks? It does, doesn't it, Diana? It does. Yes. So Penny, that's so funny. She says I can and have done some hand healing, but it actually scares people. We had one person jump up with us. Yeah, absolutely. Jump up. We were at an expo, the Universal Light Expo in Ohio, and we had somebody jump up off of our table and bolt. Like they were gone. They didn't say a word. They jumped up off the table and ran. We were like, because when Sam and I work together, there's such a conduit of energy that it's just amazing. Him and I should do a healing session at the shop one day. On people. I think that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, they bolted. They ran. We never saw them again. They took off. Grab your shit, left. But what we were doing was when we do a healing session, I wrap people up in a blanket. They get wrapped up in a cocoon, nice warm cocoon, and then we cover their eyes with and use acupressure and aromatherapy, and then we put shamanic drumming on headset, and so they're cocooned in this energy. And then while you're doing energy work on them, it's what they pick up so many incredible things. Ooh, Susie is doing a complete house renovation on a Victorian villa. I would love to see that, Susie. You want to come in and hug and buy stuff? I can have a line of people to hug too. We have some really great huggers in the store. Come on, bring it. On the 23rd, I believe it's the 23rd, I'll be in store doing healing sessions and readings all day. So sharing is caring. Hi, Claudette. Thank you. I'll be in store, and I will be using the new buff. That looks horrible. Looks horrible. It's the wrong side. I'll be using my buffalo for my table covering. I'm so excited. I've been wanting a buffalo skin for a really, really long time, and now he's my precious. Okay, but yeah, we try to have a lot of fun in the store. We're pretty upbeat. We are. Are we offering any types of classes online now that the website membership isn't available? Jenny, I am formulating formulating a psychic development class. Mm-hmm. The Reiki sound bath is on the 24th. Yes, so back to back on the healing. So come in and get a healing session, and then come in for the sound bath as well. Come spend the weekend. We're a hell of a lot of fun. No, we really are. We may go out for our margarita. Ooh, if we get a group of people to come visit for a weekend, we'll do midnight margaritas. Swear to God, we have the margarita machine. We'll be dancing around like, put the lime in the coconut. We'll do it. We actually have a wonderful place downtown to house a large amount of people, and it's like a huge slumber party. Do any of y'all live in East Tennessee? Oh, you're not far from us at all. Here's me. Not far. I know, for the lime and the coconut. Okay, moving on. Oh my gosh, I've fallen. Okay, can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Midnight margaritas, the 23rd, for the 23rd. Beth, yes, if you are going to be, because it's a Friday, if somebody is coming in for an appointment that day, they must pre-book. They must pre-book. Absolutely. Can you come to North Carolina? Penny, I was in North Carolina last year at the Body, Mind, and Soul in Raleigh. And we're probably going to do it spring of next year as well. We can't do it this year because we'll be, I don't know, in Egypt. Put the lime in the coconut. Yes. Appointments must be pre-booked for the 23rd or Lisa's staying home. It's a true story. Okay. Let's see. Beth Fry. Yes, we were in Raleigh last year. Was it spring? Jansen, was it spring or fall? It was spring. Jansen was with us. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I need to talk to Mindy and get it booked. So Beth, I know that things feel stagnant right now, like you're just revolving and doing and doing and doing and doing and doing. But I need you to know that you are the one in charge. It was fall of what? Was it fall? Okay, it was fall. I don't know. So settle into your energy. You're the one that's in charge. No matter what's being said, you're the one in charge. And I know that you're the butt of some slings and arrows right now. Like, there's going to be some disagreements. There's going to be some disgruntlements. There's going to be a lot of pushback, but you have to be firm on what you have, what you know is right. Was it August? Really? Wow, Jansen, wasn't that that was a fun time. We had fun. We got to meet Katrina, and I really appreciate, Jansen, you sharing a lot of pictures, because I didn't have pictures on my phone. But the picture of Katrina sitting up on the platform, and she was just so proud of herself being up there in the platform. That was fabulous. Now is not the time for a lot of change, though, Beth. Okay, they're like, this is the shit or get off the pot card and it's reversed. It says, now is not a lot of time for a lot of change, right? Does that feel weird? That feels weird. Just deal with things that come your way with compassion and love and light, and it'll be fine. And I'm sorry, because I can feel your heartache. I know that there's a lot going on for you. There's a lot going on. I feel it, girl. I feel it. Claudette Coolidge, I would like you to start to pay attention to the things that you're giving away to other people. All right. You may feel like you're just being generous, but you're facilitating somebody. Make sure you're kind of holding things a little bit, and find the balance in how you help somebody and yet not do everything for them. Like you can't do for everybody and then expect to feel as if you're being abundant yourself because you're pouring out way too much. You have everything you need to do in this life. You have all the things that you need to move forward. And people will come to you constantly throughout your life for guidance or things. Okay? They'll come to you for things. But just know that even though you're abundant, doesn't mean that if you give everything away, that's going to make them abundant. You just need to find some temperance in that. And allow people to make their own mistakes and allow them to learn how to grow on their own. Because I feel like you are in a cycle of give, and make sure you hold a little bit of that emotional abundance back for yourself. Make time for yourself, and don't give everything of yourself away. It's really common for people to do that. Your mom's been ill. Make sure you take time for yourself. Absolutely. Okay, like I did last week, and I was unsuccessful with this only because I actually had people wanting stuff. And I'm like, I didn't do it right. So I'm going to show you a banner. And this is, it's at the bottom. So it's at the little scrolly on the bottom, right? The chrysocolla and malachite. So if you type in the tinyurl.com/TMMCH, it takes you directly to the chrysocolla and malachite piece. Of course, malachite is very, very healing, as is the chrysocolla. And when found together, they're just beautiful. But they're found in these nodules. This one is normally $84. Malachite is pricey, you guys. They're 25% off. So I'm going to leave this up here for a minute. That's the URL at the bottom. You go to that and it's 25% off today only. And then I'm going to put these back in the store. So that is today only. Ta-da! There, I did it. It is a beautiful piece. It really is. The back is just as beautiful, but it has a sticker on it. So, but it's 25% off. It is a gorgeous piece. Let me show you the malachite. My lighting is not great for this. Ta-da! Gorgeous piece. You need more stinking crystals. I know, right? It's 25% off. It's normally $84. I'm going to show 2 more, and then I'm going to be done with that. We have more in the store, but this is the only one that's 25% off. All right. And this is us just trying something new because I'm really bad at talking about, it is very tactile. I'm not very good at talking about our shop. I'm just not. Okay, so that one is TMMCH? TMMCH, yes, TMMCH. Okay, the other one is this one. And this is TMMCAM. Now, if somebody doesn't claim this, I'll be really surprised because I'm trying to make it super simple for people to be able to get there. But this one is going to be super affordable. This is normally $38.99, 25% off. And look at that. It's a really good deal. I think they're underpriced. But this is Dream Amethyst. If you have trouble sleeping, this is the one to put next to your bed for sure. Yeah, and it's pretty big. So this one's 25% off. It's normally $38.99. Yes, you do. You haven't bought a new crystal in 5 months? I am proud of you, Diana. Hey, Jesse! Jesse! I need to chat with you about coming online with me. Absolutely. Yeah. What's the price on that? I don't have a calculator in front of me. 25% off, $38, $39, right? And then the other one. So those links will take you directly. Eagle just flew over you. Woohoo! Those links will take you. The tinyurl.com will take you directly to the Mystical Moons site. Did I spell it right? I did. Okay, and then there's the final one, which is really cool. And this one is tinyurl.com, TMM, which is the Mystical Moons. Dream Amethyst Skull. Normally $75, 25% off. And he is really cool. Just a whole lot of really great coloring. Hello. Oh, he's normally $75. He's 75% off. Or 25% off. Holy shit. Lisa, I'm trying to get in trouble. Right. So that's the wild one says, I need money for both of them. I need both of them. She's basically said that she's always felt bad trying to manifest money. And what that is a thank you, Susie 2925 for the Dream Amethyst Tower. What that is learned behavior in your relationship with money. Because we've always been told, right? Money doesn't grow on trees. You have to work hard for everything you get. And that we have these thought processes set into our brain that we have to struggle to get money. And if we change that, the poverty spirit, absolutely. If we change that, then we start to look at it as there's abundance for enough for everybody. There is. And we go, it flows easily for me. Who does the parking ferry? Does anybody do the parking ferry? Sam and I do the parking ferry. And I'm not saying it's the same as money, but it does give you an idea of it's not bad to manifest money. It is not bad to manifest money. It is not bad to have money. Where did that come from? It's bad to have money. People that have money are evil. Where did that come from? Political agenda, that's where it comes from. Political agenda. Because it's pitting people. What do we talk about at the beginning of this? Don't get into other people's crap. It's pitting people against each other. The rich and the poor, the black and the white, the gay and the straight, the whole thing. It's anger. Hi, April. It's pitting each other against each other. And people jump on board like they bought the oar, the boat, the everything. Right? Sure, Susan. If it's not sold online, writing down onto paper, absolutely. Yes. So you use the parking ferry. This is just a simple thing, you guys. This is just a proof of what we put out comes back to us, right? If you're going someplace, 5 minutes before you get there, go, I want a parking spot right in this area. There will be a parking spot open or coming open as I pull up to this area. Try it. I challenge you. because it is amazing how all of a sudden, as you pull up, someone's pulling out or there's just a spot open. We do this when we go to a restaurant and it's dinner time, right? Or a grocery store. And you know it's going to be busy and you're like, I want a parking spot here. Try it. It's amazing. It's amazing. We're like, yeah. It works. Okay. Yeah, there's no sense in being angry at anybody for something somebody else has. Energy flows where focus goes, so focus on abundance. Absolutely. Absolutely. Went to the zoo yesterday for Mother's Day event. I found a spot 50 yards from the entrance. Check that out. That's hard to do at the Toledo Zoo. You do that with the weather when you go on vacation. Yeah, it's amazing. It works. It absolutely works. Absolutely. 41. All right, everybody. I will have some classes set out here shortly because I can't not do it. Hi, Isis. Good morning, Isis. I missed your practice and I'm so sorry. So Isis was one of the founding members of the membership and she is still offering, she's still doing practices, which is amazing because that's what she did in the membership was she did intuitive practice. And everybody, I missed it. I just missed it. You get the parking spots, Vicky Rube. Yay. We do have we did not close our private Facebook group. So if you are interested in being in the membership private Facebook group that our members were in, and they have all this great information, and it was a lot of teachers are in there and stuff like that. You can message me. Message me and I will invite you to the group. It's a private group, so not everybody finds it, and we don't want to yeah. It's where all the fun kids hang out. Anyhow, all right, everybody. I think I'm gonna go do some stuff. I gotta go work on some fences and things, and I'm gonna go outside and enjoy my days that I have off. So, yeah, just message me, let me know, and yeah, it's my favorite thing to do. It really, really is. So it is becoming my favorite thing to do again. Everybody have a great day. Find light, find love, find joy, feel divine because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here, he would say, may the light be with you always. And I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow morning. I'll try. All right. Bye, guys. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.